and welcome to Talk to Downtown. My name is Courtney Wood. I'm the Economic Development Director for the Downtown Stockton Alliance, the 501c6 nonprofit property-based business improvement district serving downtown Stockton. This series is intended to connect our business owners, property owners, visitors, and residents with the organizations, people, and resources which impact our community. Today we have special guest Rima Barkett. She is the founder of the Stockton Community Kitchen International Food Hub. I'm excited to chat with her today about her organization. We'll begin by having Rima share a little bit about her background and how it led her to starting this nonprofit organization. And from there, I'll go through a list of questions I've outlined for her, and at the end, we will open it up for viewer questions. So if you do have any questions, please type it in as a comment, and we will get to it towards the end of the live. Welcome, Rima. Thanks for being our guest today. Please introduce yourself. Tell us about your background and how it led you to founding this organization.
Hello, Courtney, and all the listeners. This is Rima Barkett. Well, a little bit about myself. I am a philanthropist and a businesswoman, and I love to help people, and God gave me the blessing of being in a position to be able to do it. And I don't take it for granted. So I think that people that are in a position to help are blessed to help. So that's what I do. So in 2018, a group from the city of Stockton came to my restaurant, Bella Vista, and asked me if I would be interested in opening a community kitchen incubator. I had no idea what the kitchen incubator was. So they said, there is one in San Francisco called La Cocina. Maybe you want to have a look at it and see if it's something that interests you. Of course, the City of Stockton employees knew my passion, which is food, feeding people. That's what makes me happy, feeding people, which is why I have restaurants. And so I did. I went to visit La Cocina. They made me very curious, and I saw that it's a place where they find underprivileged women who know how to cook, but they don't have a platform to showcase their ethnicity, their food, their background, and share their love. And I thought I could do the same thing. I have a commercial kitchen. I already had a foundation called A Tavola Together Foundation. A tavola together in Italian means at the table together, and to me is where families belong. But so I have a business called A Tavola Together and a foundation called A Tavola Together Foundation, and I had it for 10 years before that, and I was barely using it. So then when I realized that to open a kitchen incubator, I needed to have foundation, I had a kitchen, I had the desire, and I saw the need in our community. Decided that is the right thing for me to do. So I started this community kitchen, the Stockton Community Kitchen at Bella Vista, because that's where it is located. I went and I met with the management of La Cocina in San Francisco several times, and they came over here and they saw how I was doing, how we were doing, and it worked out. That was 2019. I started the Stockton Community Kitchen, and January 2020, I opened it, and we had the first group, the first cohort. That was January 2020. We did it January and February. The groups are for about 8 to 10 weeks. And March 2020, COVID hit. So we had to stop the Stockton Community Kitchen cohort, and we closed for 2 weeks. But then we realized that people that they're working from paycheck to paycheck didn't have a paycheck to feed their families. So the people who signed up to be in the cohort, they were already cooks, right? They knew how to cook. We don't teach cooking. They already know how to cook. So we hired them to help us make food for homeless and the needy. And we did that for, I thought it was going to be for a month. But then COVID didn't end in a month. It was
No,
going
I
for
know.
months and months. So we did it as long as we could, um, for free, like as a non-profit. But at a certain point, you couldn't do it anymore. But again, the city of Stockton saw what we were doing and the need we were covering, and they helped us keep going with feeding the families in need and the homeless during COVID. And this kind of sprung our kitchen. Like, people wanted to help, people was coming to volunteer, and it showed like what it was for, really helping people. So, well, after the uh, COVID ended, we started again having cohorts and group of people to come and learn how to open their food business. And that's been going on since 2020.
Wonderful. Thank you for the summary and the timeline, kind of all of the things you guys have jumped through to get to where you are today. And can you outline specifically what programs and services your organization offers?
So we help people that want to open their food business. We help them with their licenses. We help them with their business plan. We help them with their marketing. We help them with their accounting needs. So we show them all the steps that are needed to have a successful food business. We help them. One of the biggest obstacles in opening a food business nowadays is passing a test. It is the manager, food handler, and it is the biggest obstacle. People have a hard time with that. So we help them with that. Um, we help them with the food cost, because a lot of people we work with, they already sell their food, like from home and not exactly legally. But they really don't realize, because they want to sell, they don't realize they're selling under cost. So we really show them really how much it's costing them. And if you want to make money, you need to consider so many things, not just the potatoes and the oil and the salt that you use to make a meal or whatever. So we teach them how to make money, really.
Wonderful. Yeah, food costing is so important, and it can be so daunting if you're not experienced with that.
Exactly. So that is one. So it's like a huge help that people need finding the real cost. So they can actually make money. That's what we want. We want people to be able to make money, support their families, elevate their social status, be independent, be good mothers. If a mother is able to put the food on the table for the kids, she's more relaxed, she's better mom, the kids are doing better in school, and that's what we want.
Beautiful. I love that. And what are the requirements to join, and how long is the program?
So the requirement, we have mostly under-resourced women, but we are really happy to help anybody who needs help. But our goal is really to help under-resourced women, because there are so many that just are so capable and so smart and so hardworking, and they just need a little bit of direction. And that is our main goal. But again, we really help anybody, men that need it, the people that are not really super in need, but they really want to their dream is to open their food business. We help them too.
Perfect. So you were saying, I know you have the cohorts, and you were saying, how long are they? Like 1 to 2 months?
So they 8 to 12 weeks.
Okay.
Once a week, we meet for a couple of hours, usually in the evening. But it's not like after that it's not done. People need help for a much longer time than that. So we keep holding their hands for as long as they need it. But like the major cohort is like maybe like 10 weeks, and depends how fast we go, depends how many people are in the cohort. and if we need to go slower or we can go faster or so on. But it's about 10 weeks. In
Great.
this
Yeah, that's
course,
a nice
that's
length.
exactly what we teach them. We teach them like everything I was telling you about earlier. We think so because we do not know everything, right? We know certain things. So we need the professionals. We need a professional that can talk about insurance. We need a professional
Yeah.
that talk to them about taxes. We need a professional to talk about accounting. So we give them professionals to talk about certain topics that are necessary to succeed in a business, food business or whatever business. And so then they have somebody they can lean on when they need help, us and somebody else if they want to.
That's wonderful. Bringing in all of those resources, legal possibly as well. Do they get to
Absolutely,
talk to
yes, yes,
lawyers?
yes, yes,
Perfect.
exactly. Legal is very important. The first thing they have to do is to have their own organizations, the individual, LLC, corporation. People don't know the difference, what it takes to have one. So that is probably like the first thing we teach them, so they know what way they want to go.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And so you were sharing that after the cohort, you also provide one-on-one assistance if they need it, which is so helpful.
So we don't always do cohorts because we do cohorts like 2 or 3 times a year, but sometimes people walk in and they don't need the whole cohort time. They already know some things and we can help them with other part of the business. So we also help one-on-one. I mean, we mostly help one-on-one really because even people on the cohort after that, they come and they need extra help with certain things or whatever they need. Yeah, we had them one-on-one.
That's super helpful. And then what is the cost? Is there a fee for being a part of this program, the cohort or for the one-on-one services?
So because it is a lot of work for us, for our team to help those people, and because there is no cost, it's free. But what we want to make sure that we're helping people that have a really good viable product. So what we ask of them is to bring us a sample of their food.
Mm.
So we taste their food, the whole team has a taste, and we decide if we think this entrepreneur is on the right path.
That's exciting. Do they just bring one dish or they bring a couple of different, selections for you?
A couple of dishes. We tell them to bring what they think is going to be their best seller. Whatever they think they're gonna is the best thing they can make, and people are gonna love, and they're gonna yes, like plan on using that product. That's what we want to taste.
How fun. Okay. So you have to at least have an idea of what you're going to make so that you guys can try it and see if you can help them out. Love that.
Exactly.
So beyond the incubator and the assistants, do you guys also just lease out the kitchen to, just an entrepreneur who needs a space once in a
Yeah,
while,
yeah,
maybe on a monthly basis?
yeah. We
And
do.
what is
Sorry.
what
Go
does
ahead.
that cost look like? Oh yeah, what does the cost look like on that?
So yes, the kitchen is a commercial kitchen, and it is available for rent to professionals, and it's $25 an hour, minimum
That's a
of four
great
hours
price.
each time, and that includes setup and cleanup. So we
Perfect.
want the people that come and cook here, they find the kitchen spotless and they have to leave it spotless.
Good policy. Good policy. So you've got the cohorts, you've got the one-on-one assistants. So anyone who's listening, who has a few recipe ideas, is maybe thinking they want to sell food, you guys are a great resource for that. And then anyone who already maybe has kind of a cottage business, then just needs a space once in a while, commercial space, they can contact you if they need a place to use. They have like a large order and they need a bigger space, maybe a couple times a month. So the next thing I want to ask is, how is this organization funded?
So it's funded with grants mostly, but we also, to support the organizations, we sell Meals on Wheels. So I have like a full staff that makes Meals on Wheels, and we deliver meals to centers, and this is how we support that's how it funded. We work We make the kitchen work and we sell food and we help other entrepreneurs.
That's beautiful. I love all how it kind of all fits together.
Yeah.
Supporting the community.
Yep.
So to date, how many businesses have gone through your training program or like access your services?
Actually, there is no number. I cannot count them. A lot. Let's just say a lot. But I have to say also that a lot of people start and then they do it for a while and then they realize it's too much. It's too much physical work. It's too much time. It's too much. So a lot of people want to do it, and they think that's what they want to do. But then they really realize maybe that is not really for me. So which is it's totally fine. Now they have knowledge. Maybe they can use it in different businesses. Something that is not as as hard physically as cooking, making food. So,
Definitely.
but we have a lot of success stories, a lot of people who open their business, a lot of people who now that is their income, that's how they support their families, and that is exactly what we love to see. But at the end, we find out it's not for everybody, which totally makes sense.
Definitely. At least they got to find that out before investing, thousands of dollars about renting out a whole space just for themselves. It's such a great way for them to find that out, without taking a
That
huge
is, you're
risk.
absolutely correct. They are able to do it basically with minimum or barely no putting any money into it, any investment. Really, we are the investment.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that there are several success stories. Can you give us a couple of business names so that people can go and try their food?
Well, one I can tell you, Peachy Food to Go.
Yes.
She makes amazing food. Really, she works so hard. She actually makes all kind of food, but she has a food truck now, and she every once in a while I call her because people ask me for catering, and she can never make it. She is so busy, which it really shows that people who want to succeed in the food business, people complain this economy, we cannot succeed in a food business, it's so hard. That is not true. People that work hard, they can make it, and they make amazing products, and they make a good living for themselves, and they work hard. Yeah, another group is called Juiced. They make juice. They make amazing healthy juices, and they are doing fantastic. There are so many. Um, Island Spice, they make Caribbean food. She's another fantastic one. There is Oki. She makes Nigerian food, amazing food. I mean, there is El Cabron. He makes Mexican food. He makes fantastic tacos. There is Bianca. She makes the best tamales you have ever tasted in your life. And actually, now she's selling them at the farmers market in Stockton, at Macy's. Yeah. So I mean, it's gazillion.
A lot of success stories. So,
A
and
lot
some
of.
of those I've heard of and tried, and they are really, really good.
That's good.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So, right now, currently, which entrepreneurs do you have using your kitchen for catering? Can you give us a couple of those?
I have, let's see, K&A Kitchen. There is, I have to look. I can't.
Okay.
I,
Yeah.
I,
Sure.
I should look into my kitchen. So people that want to rent the kitchen, um, they go on a portal and they book it themselves. They see what's
Very
available.
cool.
So the kitchen is divided in stations, and the entrepreneurs know what station each one is. So each station has certain equipment. So they say I want station 1, I want station 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then they book it themselves. So really, I don't have to go look who is there. They do it all by themselves.
Done.
Yeah. And they have a key, so they open the door by themselves. So they book it themselves, they open themselves, they cook themselves, they leave, they clean. So it's very low impact for me, for us.
Yes.
So that's why it works really well for everybody. I mean, we don't have to sit here and wait for them and let them in, see who's coming, who's not coming. We just want to see they come, they do their job, they clean, and they leave.
I love that. It's so easy. Easy for you and easy for them.
Exactly. But there are people that we know and we trust. It's not like anybody just come in. And in the beginning, when people come, we are here, we show them, we work with them. We have a kitchen manager that checks on how they're doing, how they do it. And some people, maybe they're not doing it right. And we say, we try to fix how they do things. If they listen, good. If they don't listen, we say, this is not for you.
Gotcha. Just a little bit of monitoring,
It has
maybe
happened.
on the first time. Yeah.
So we do watch them when we see that they understand the procedures, and then we give them freedom to come. And so I don't really have to monitor who's coming and going. Only the newbies we monitor.
Okay. And so, does the community kitchen ever cater events? Do you ever have parties or events that the entrepreneurs who are currently a part of your program, they're catering those events?
So anybody that would like to do catering of any size and shape and time, they can contact us, and we understand what they need, and we put them in touch with the caterer that is best suited for their needs. So yes, we do. We direct our entrepreneurs to catering all the time, and we encourage people to ask us for catering, and we direct them, and we put them in touch with the entrepreneur, and then they go from there. But because we have such a variety of entrepreneurs, we have tried to send out like 10 menus, and people get so confused they cannot pick. So now we know to help them and narrow it down to their needs, and we send them what they need.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah. They're like, oh, 10. I love
Yeah,
all of these.
exactly. Yeah.
So, is the Bella Vista rooftop ever used for events that are catered by the entrepreneurs?
So, good question. We are just starting a new series. So, Bella Vista Rooftop has been closed to the public for the last 2, 3, 4 years. And we just do private events, weddings, quinceañeras, birthdays, corporate events on the rooftop. But starting September 6th, we are opening the rooftop back. Background music, there's going to be no dancing like before, just very chill, very for people to enjoy some food, some drinks, a sunset, and chill and relax. And a bunch of our entrepreneurs are going to be there showcasing their food and selling their food. So yes, we are starting this new series starting September 6th for the first time. So we are excited to have people come back up. And actually, we posted it. Our social media person posted it, and we had a huge response. He actually told me it went viral, that post. So I'm a little worried that we have too many people, but hopefully successful, and we will do it again.
Love it. The more the merrier. So come on out September 6th on the Bella
Yes,
Vista
September
rooftop.
6th.
It's such a beautiful place.
Bites and Sips, it's called the event.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So you guys are doing such great work, and this type of organization was really needed in Stockton. There's so many people looking to open food businesses, but not knowing how to go about it, not having a commercial kitchen available to rent. So what do you find the most rewarding about supporting these local entrepreneurs?
Oh my God. So giving people that want it the tools and the knowledge, that they need to thrive, it makes me so happy to be able to do it. It just brings me joy that we have the ability to do that. Um, Giving them a space where they can practice their new ideas, or their idea or the recipes from their mom and their grandmas, and they bring them to the public. um, Showing them how to buy locally, and help them with help the rest of the community buy their local products, and seeing the entrepreneurs work together, and helping each other, and maybe catering events together, or giving suggestions to each other. um, I mean, I think that is amazing for me, and I think it's good for society in general, not just me, but to me, I love that.
Definitely. I just love to see all this work that you guys are doing. And to know that most of it is free for these entrepreneurs is just amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So can you tell us what's new coming up? You were talking about the rooftop events. Is there anything else, any other events coming up for the community kitchen? Or maybe new products or services being added?
So we have a new cohort starting, a new group of people. So we let's see, August 26th, we have the informational meeting, so people can understand, ask us questions, understand what we do. And then September 9 is when we start the first group, the first cohort, the first lesson, or like, yeah, lesson that we give. And that brings so much excitement, so many new people that are dreaming of opening their food business, and they come here so excited, like their heart is pounding, and I can't believe I can finally do that. So we have a new cohort starting, and we have this rooftop thing starting to showcase our entrepreneurs, and helping the entrepreneurs is a lot of work. So yeah.
Thank you. Is there any room left in the cohort, or is it all filled up?
It's never filled.
Okay.
Never. We will not. We will get more people to help our entrepreneurs. So we will never turn anyone who actually needs it and wants it. We will never turn them away if they have a good product.
Okay.
So
I'm going to put that up here. Yeah.
One thing we are looking for like volunteers to help us with our entrepreneurs, like business people that have knowledge, and we already have a bunch. And depending on situation, sometimes we partner an entrepreneur with a certain mentor, and they meet regularly. We meet regularly with them, but the mentor, which is an outside professional, a business person who wants to help and wants to give back, there's a platform for them to give back, because those people really want to succeed and really need direction. And it's good to have your own mentor. So we do look for mentors to come help us with our entrepreneurs. So if anybody out there wants to come be paired with one of our mentors, depending on their strength, we will find somebody for them.
Wonderful. So maybe if anyone has experience in maybe accounting or insurance or some other kind of entrepreneurial
or
related
business
topic.
in general, if somebody has experience in business, that's what we it doesn't have to be in insurance. It doesn't have to be in one thing. It has to be like a general about business.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like there are so many different organizations in Stockton that have people with those skills. So if anyone's listening, they're already help entrepreneurs in another capacity, then get in touch with Rima, and you can, help through this organization too.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I'm coming towards the end. I just have a few more questions on my side before we go to the viewer questions. And how have you witnessed the community kitchen, the food hub, fill a need for local entrepreneurs? And if there's even a specific story that you think comes to mind, can you share it with us?
Yeah, it definitely. So you know that Stockton is the city that has the most diversity, right, in the country, or even if not the most, it has a big diversity. So, but some of the cultures don't really have a platform to showcase their own food, and we give them that platform. That's why we have so many different entrepreneurs who make so many different kinds of food, Pakistani, Indian, Nigerian, Venezuelan. I mean, it's just wonderful. The what they bring, the diversity that they bring, their culture, because food really is culture. What they bring is bring part of the culture. So I think like I don't think there's a Nigerian restaurant in Stockton. And there is a pretty large Nigerian community. And where do they get their food? So now they have a place they get their food from. For instance, and then it has an impact. It has an impact on uh, like even families, even women that now can support their families, which is the thing that makes me the happiest. That they can improve their lifestyle and it's good to see people collaborating with each other. It I think it brought a lot of benefits to our society. I hope, at least that's my hope.
I love that idea, the concept. You're so right. We have so many different cultures represented in Stockton. So it's great to have food from each of those cultures. I love to see it, love to try it. It's a great way to try new
Come
things.
to the rooftop. They're going to be there selling their food.
I will. I'm planning on it, actually. Sounds delicious. So you talked a little bit about, what impact you've seen so far. Looking forward to the next 5 years or so, what additional impact do you just hope to see that your organization has on the downtown Stockton community and the Stockton community at large?
I hope it's going to keep doing what it's doing now, even more and more. I hope it will be bringing in together more families. I'm gonna call. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on, please.
Okay. While we're waiting for Rima, I want to remind everyone that this video has been streaming live to the Downtown Stockton YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram channels, where we are at Downtown Stockton. So be sure to check it out there. You can also share it with anyone who maybe didn't get to catch it live.
Sorry about that.
No worries. No worries at all.
Okay. So I was saying, I hope it keeps growing. It keeps doing the same thing. It keeps growing and doing better, and bringing together more people and highlighting more people that make amazing food and bringing our society together.
Wonderful. So at this point, I want to ask, what do you love about being located in downtown Stockton specifically? What do you love about your location?
First of all, it's central. It's downtown Stockton because it's center of Stockton, and because it's easy to reach. The bus station is like a block from us. The freeway is 2 blocks from us. It's easy to reach. It's easy to be here. There is a huge parking, 2 huge parking across from us. It's walkable. It's beautiful. I mean, I think it's the perfect spot.
Beautiful. It's easily accessible, like you said, and plus you guys have a wonderful view right there. You get to see the waterfront.
We do. We have
That's
the
a
most
great
beautiful
location.
view of San Joaquin County.
I would agree with you. If no one has been to the Bella Vista rooftop especially, you should come out on the 6th and just
Yeah,
check out that view, the view
yeah,
of the waterfront. It's just
I agree.
amazing. Okay, so at this point, I usually ask guests, what are their favorite downtown Stockton lunch spots? But since you guys are a, food organization, I instead want to ask you, what items on some of your entrepreneurs' menus do you think people just have to try? Like, what are some of the favorite food items you've seen come out of your kitchen?
This is like asking a mom who is her favorite child.
Too hard.
There is no favorite. They are all wonderful and I love them all.
Okay. All right. So if anyone listening would like to sign up for a space in the next cohort, or they would like to lease a space in the commercial kitchen, how can they get in touch with you to do that?
They go to our website, stocktoncommunitykitchen.org, or they email us at info@stocktoncommunitykitchen.org, and they get in touch with us, and we respond to them all the time.
All
And
right.
they
So
make
I've
an
got.
appointment, and they come and they meet with us, and we see where they are, what they want to do, where they want to be, what's their dreams, and we try to help them realize them.
Wonderful. Thank you. How can viewers support your organization? So you've got these entrepreneurs, they're trying, to get things going. How can viewers support them?
They can order food from them. They can have them cater for them. That's the best way to support them, like trying their products, trying their food.
And for right now, how can we get a list of the ones that are active, the active entrepreneurs?
There is no list. People have to contact us, and
Okay.
we will tell them. We will direct them. Maybe I should make a list. Actually, that's probably a good idea. Maybe I will
Just
make a
consolidate, yeah, yay!
list.
Then we can kind of all see what do
Yeah,
they have over
I
there.
think
What's
I
going
will do
on?
that. I will make a list and put it on our website. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Awesome. Okay, so before we go to audience questions, I just want to ask, is there anything else that you think people should know about your organization or the work that you guys are doing?
I know. I think we talked about it. I think we are here to help realize people's dreams. Um, you know, give them a way to sustain themselves doing something they love, and bringing cultures together. Bringing, here we are like a big family with different cultures, and that's what I love about what we do, and I want to see it more and more.
Beautiful, beautifully said. And I'm loving the work that you guys are doing. At this time, thank you, Rima, for answering all of my questions. Let's see what we've got from any viewers. So if you do have a question for Rima, now's the time. Okay. So I see over here, we've got a comment from Nate Knott. He says, great to see Rima in the community kitchen on this webmaster. Looking forward to the upcoming Hotel Stockton rooftop events. So are we. Thank you,
Hi,
Nate. All right. And then we've got a comment also from Johnny Palacios on Facebook. He says, your venue is fabulous and a great way to bring people downtown.
Thank you, Johnny.
Wonderful. Thank you both for your comment. Okay, so while we're waiting, I want to show some photos of the community kitchen. So anyone who's wondering where it's located, it's this beautiful building, it's got the green awnings, the Hotel Stockton, historic Hotel Stockton building. So that's the outside. And then we've got a couple of pics of food. And Rima, can you tell us anything about some of these food items here? Just let me know.
I mean, this is a very simple dessert table, looks like little charcuterie, but that's a little dry food.
It looks amazing. And what do we have here?
These are Venezuelan. They're like empanada. They're called in Venezuelan. So our entrepreneurs makes these beautiful. I can't remember the name of what they're called now. And she feeds them with beef, chicken, vegetarian, beans, not empanadas, but arepas. These are called Venezuelan arepas. And she makes in different colors.
Okay, they look really interesting, like almost like the macaron, but
Yeah, they're savory.
Savory, yeah, that's
delicious.
So cool. Love to try them. All right, so let's see. I don't see any other questions, so I'll just give maybe a couple more seconds. So Rima, I want to say thank you so much for being our guest today. And thank you for all the work you've been doing for our local entrepreneurs, the local food scene. You know, you're giving these entrepreneurs a place to kind of springboard off of and to grow, and that's what they needed. So I want to just say thank you. Thank you for being a part of Downtown as well. Is there anything that, it looks like we've got some comment here. They're saying, "You are awesome, Rima." This is from someone called Grace Shutterbox on Instagram. So just so you know, shout out. They're agreeing with what we're saying. Yay! Rima is awesome. So is there anything else that you would like to share with the viewers before we close out?
No, just if you want to open a food business, we are here to help you. It can be, so we have people that make juices, we have people that make salsas, we have people that make salsas and they want to sell it to stores. We have all kind of entrepreneurs that do different things. Doesn't have to be meat and potatoes or rice. Whatever is your dream, if it's about something that we eat or we drink, we are here to help you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Rima, for sharing that. So don't be afraid, reach out. They're working with all types of food entrepreneurs. And, I have one last question coming over here to us. This person is asking, could you talk about the process of ordering food at the Stockton Community Kitchen? And this is from MJO23Dan on IG. Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about that? Yeah.
So you guys, anybody who wants to order food from us, they have to contact us through info@stocktoncommunitykitchen.org, and we will see what they need, and we will put them in touch with the person, the caterer, the entrepreneurs that can fulfill that need.
Thank you. And thank you for your question. So info@stocktoncommunitykitchen.org. I know in the past there were set hours and entrepreneurs that you could order from, straight from Bella Vista right there. But I know currently there are no entrepreneurs operating that way. But is that something that you're considering in the future to kind of bring back regular hours with set entrepreneurs?
So that depends on the entrepreneurs. If the entrepreneurs are looking for a platform to sell their food, to see how it would work if they had their own restaurant, then we would give them a platform. But not everybody that comes to us wants to have like a brick and mortar. So if they want to practice that, that's why we started for a while. That group wanted to try the brick and mortar. So we gave them the chance to do it. What we have now, that's not what they want. So we don't have it. If the next group, if somebody wants to do it, we have the space for them to do it. But it's only a temporary thing. They're not here forever. They're here for maybe 6 months. They see what it takes, how much it costs, what it tries, and then they decide if we want to do it, that's the right path, or they want to do a different path. So this is just a free look at what it would take to have your own place. So it depends on the entrepreneurs, not on us. We are available.
Wonderful. So in the future, possibly, there might be room for having those set hours if there are entrepreneurs willing to be there.
Exactly.
And that was amazing when they were. I was ordering at least once a week from one of those entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
They're so good.
They were people that made food that was your need. So the people, depends what people want to sell. But hopefully, if the people want to, we are here.
Okay. Well, thank you, viewers, for asking your questions, and thank you, Rima, for fielding them. And so at this time, I just want to say thank you to everyone for tuning in, and thank you, Rima, for your time. Thanks for being our guest today. I hope everyone kind of learned more about your organization. Maybe they're going to sign up for the cohort, or at least come try the food at the upcoming rooftop event. So
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Courtney.
All right.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Have a great day downtown.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.